Hello Esmeralda, my name is Sarah Parkinson. I'm a trained mediator of bodge, stodge and hassle solicitors. I'm here to discuss with you the general advantages of mediation process itself, and also the particular advantages of mediation with your situation with Anakin. As a mediator, my job is to act as a facilitator to your agreement with your neighbour being impartial. I encourage you to reach an agreement with Anakin before taking a course of litigation would hamper the likelihood of your success in such a case, because litigation process is fast and it will leave you with very little option by the end of your judgment. It is really important that you communicate with your neighbour during the mediation process, as Anakin may not be aware of your situation or how you feel about the matter. There are many advantages of using mediation, and I strongly advise you to take this course of action regarding the issues with your neighbour. One of the main advantages is that it is a very cheap process. Furthermore, it is not as time consuming as going into litigation, and unlike the litigation process, mediation serves as an informal process which would also save you the hassle of going to court. As many cases goes to court regarding such matters, it is highly unlikely that taking such a course of action would mean that it will create a bad relationship with your neighbours. Furthermore, you must abide by the court's rulings, which will leave you with little options. The mediation process is much more subtle, and the likelihood of still remaining in a good relationship with the neighbour at issue is very high. This is particularly advantageous as living with a neighbour who might hold a grudge against you might affect your enjoyment of your own land. You should also keep in mind that mediation is extremely cost effective, unlike taking to litigation. The process for mediation is divided into 5 sections. Firstly, there is an opening phase. Here the mediator will introduce herself and outline the dispute. However, you must abide by a few guidelines. Both you and Anakin will have full opportunity to speak. You must not interrupt Anakin while he is speaking, but instead write it down. This entire proceeding is confidential, so you cannot use any information or private details of the mediation afterwards as any evidence. You also have the option to leave at any time that you would like to, whereby the mediator can terminate the meeting. Neither you or Anakin is bound in any ways, in any terms, if no agreement is reached. If an agreement is reached, then it will become binding by a signature, and the agreement is not honoured, then it can be contractually enforced upon you. Right after the opening phase, the exploration phase will commence. Here the parties will privately meet the mediator and present their cases. If you and Anakin wish to do this jointly in a meeting room, you may. After the exploration phase, there's the negotiation phase, whereby you and Anakin will put down your proposals. It is advised here to settle the minor issues first and then proceed with the major ones after. After the proposals from both parties are put forward, the mediation process will enter the settlement or closing phase. Here, the draw up of the settlement agreement using a lawyer. If no settlement is reached, I will take a full account of the reasons why the mediation has not settled and the problems regarding this. Finally, the mediator will confirm the outcome in a joint meeting room. The agreed terms between Anakin and Esmeralda are that Anakin has agreed to close his kitchen windows when playing loud music. He has also agreed not to play loud music after 6 p.m. This also ensures that Esmeralda's dog will not cause too much loud barking, as the barking is in response to the music. Anakin has agreed to ensure the lids on the dustbins are closed to prevent foul smell of leftover takeaway food from drifting over to Esmeralda's property. Esmeralda has agreed that she will not allow her friends and relatives to park over Anakin's part of the driveway without prior consent. Anakin has agreed not to erect a fence from the road down to the existing fence, providing that Esmeralda will not violate the agreed term 3. And lastly, Esmeralda has agreed not to leave her dog unattended in her garden. This will prevent the dog from entering Anakin's premises and excremating on it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, will you please ask me now? Thank you.